Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Giggle off of his second channel, Gaunt, and we are checking out roasting my own anime taste. So I'm gonna guess this is him watching all the videos and being like, why did you do that? I don't know. But let's get into it.
Young Gant, if I could send a D-mail to you
A D-mail.
right now, if I can full on fucking Steins Gate, I would be like, bro, stop being such a tryhard. Since we've been talking about the OG anime zone and going through my anime list, I thought it's been a while since I'd updated what I've been watching because I stopped doing that a while ago. And most people, for updating what they've been watching and keeping up with what they've been watching, they use a site called My Anime List.
Which I have never used. I think next year there's going to be quite a few changes on the channel. I know I say it all the time, but like it definitely is going to be some changes. And I think I should do my anime list. I should get into the tier list maker. I want to do all these things myself. But hey ho, let's just go.
Which is
carry on with
also
this.
the site that I
What's on his microphone? Is he just got a lot of dust on his on on the cover there? Like, I'm looking at mine now just in case that he's just not wiped off. You know? Oh dear, anyway.
used when I got into anime. So I thought it'd be fun to see a little time capsule to see what kind of anime taste the anime zone had and to
The
see
AZ.
if I still agree with all of my tastes back in the day. Look at this hair, man. The anime zone days. Oh, bring it back, man. Bring it back. So it seems like the last update I put on here was 2017, and I can't even remember why I was updating this in 2017 because that's
7 years
recent.
ago.
Holy shit.
7 years ago.
I joined my anime list in November 11th, 2007.
7.
And that is when I joined my anime list with this account. This account to me is kind of like a time capsule to what my taste was like, what kind of anime I was watching when I started off. So let's look at my anime stats. So OG Giguk at the time of the last update, which was 2017, which I don't even think has all my anime updates at this point, I watched 125 days of anime with a mean score of 7.15, which, yes, this does confirm Anime Zone is indeed the IGN of anime reviews. Here's the thing I don't understand when it's like below, like when you have a score that's like a lot below 7. I think I said this on a recent podcast, right? The reason my score is a 7 out of 10 doesn't mean that I think that mid anime is 7 out of 10. The reason why I think so many people's mean score is around about 7 out of 10 is because, especially with anime series where you have to complete a 12 episode show, if you are
Right.
watching a 5 out of 10 show, are you really going to be finishing that show? Unless you have this thing where you have to finish every anime you start watching, you're very unlikely to just finish a 5 out of 10 show.
Alright, so with this, do you then put in how many episodes you've watched as well? So it's not like, oh, okay, yeah, so on hold, plan to watch, watching. Ah, okay, right. Oh, wow, you put in everything.
Me, if I watch a show and I think it's like around a 5 or 4 out of 10, I'm probably not gonna finish it because
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna be bored.
Yeah, there's a lot of anime that I've started thinking, ooh, and then it's just gone, oh, never mind, you know?
And I'm probably just gonna drop it. And I don't usually rate shows that I drop. Usually, that might be wrong going through this list. I don't know how many of you guys have my anime list, but it's 320 shows, a lot of shows. I don't know about you guys. Back in the day, no matter how many shows you had finished or you had watched, there would always be a person that'd be like, rookie numbers, disgusting.
It's the same with everything, though.
When did my anime list do a breakdown? Mouse score versus anime score. They hated it. I enjoyed it. They did not just call me out like that. They loved it. I didn't. I guess we'll get into this.
Interesting, okay.
Let's go through completed and let's go through alphabetical order.
All right,
for some of
okay.
these.
What we got?
Wow. I rated the original Railgun a 5?
Oh, you see, right, 5 centimeters per second. I remember watching that back in the day. I think I'd enjoy it now because I'm older and a little bit more mature and in touch with my feelings. I remember hating 5 centimeters per second. You know, I remember thinking, oh, This is awful. This is so boring. But now I'm a little bit more, I'm willing to accept the lovey-dovey romancy stuff now.
Did I do that? Am I a fake Toaru fan? To be fair, the second season of Railgun was a lot better because they did the sisters arc. This looks bad when I'm like, guys, I do not finish shows that are below 7 out of 10s. Meanwhile, here I am finishing Railgun and rating it a 5. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. There's two things. Nagi no Asakura is not a 7 out of 10. Okay, I look back on Nagi no Asakura. The more time passes, the more I've really.
I'm intrigued. It's covering it. I can't quite see it. I love Afro Samurai Me. The first one, anyway. The second one wasn't that great. Yeah, the movie. It was a movie first, wasn't it? And then they did episodes, or was it the other way around? One was episodic and one was a movie. The first one was good.
Rewatch Nagi no Asakura. My memory was that I thought that it was better than a 7 out of 10. But apparently Anime Zone Giga didn't agree with me and he rated it a 7. Guys, this is clearly also just an error. Please don't show this to the Toaru fan base. I didn't even watch Index at this time. I watched Railgun before I watched anything else. I think I understand. Edgy Young Gun watched Railgun because he didn't even know it was part of a bigger universe. Actually, this is the boring, the dumb. No, why would I think that? It has the best tsundere. I don't understand myself. Why? It's top tier tsundere. Why would I rate it a 5? What on earth was I thinking, man? I'm trying to understand.
I don't know why you just reminded me then. So I've added it to my watch list. Because I love the Gridman series. So I like SSS Gridman and SSS Dynazenon. And then Gridman Universe. I didn't realize was a thing until a few months ago, and then I put it on my list of trying to find where to watch it, and then it's been added to Crunchyroll, so I'm really excited for that.
It's myself.
Anyway,
I think now my big draw towards this entire franchise is I just love the connected universe, the power systems, just how interesting it is to marry the whole concept of science and technology. Younger must have been bored that not enough action, not enough nothing. I don't know. Arme Goddess. A 6. Here, let me explain to you this, guys. Oh my goddess. After I watched Love Hina, I went through a harem phase where I just tried to watch anything, any harem I
Tenchi Muyo was my harem
possibly could
anime
to kind of give me the same rush that Love Hina gave me back in the day. I think back in the day, I watched all these shows, even though I didn't enjoy them, just because I was just chasing that same high. Barely remember this one, but everyone told me, oh, you like Love Hina, you should watch this anime. This anime led nowhere. This was definitely I'm a horny teenager phase.
Oh, he skipped over Afro Samurai. Oh, but he gave it a 6.
Air Gear should not be a 6. Were any of you guys here during my streams when I watch my old reviews?
Air Gear is, I think Fat Dog Studios have done couple of episodes of abridgments of that, I do believe.
Gon was definitely going through his pretentious phase where he's like, actually, I only like high art. I have.
What is on his microphone?
I can't stop looking at it. Shonen trash. I only watch good shows, actually. Air Gear was so much fucking fun. Everything about Air Gear screams it should be something that young Gon should have liked. And holy shit. I still think back to Air Gear fondly, except, does anyone remember the opening to Air Gear? The anime community went through this thing. Everyone was way more judgy on the kind of anime that people watched or consumed. I think now, because the anime community...
I've never heard of it until Fat Dogs did the abridgment episodes.
...has gotten so fragmented, people are a lot less judgy because people are very comfortable being in the slice of life bubble or the shonen bubble. But definitely way back when the anime community was smaller, there would be this list of anime that everyone would need to have watched and enjoyed and appreciated. And there was a certain taste that you could mold yourself around to be actually, I have good taste in anime, you have bad taste in anime, you just watch shonen slop. I watched Legends of the Galactic Heroes and Evangelion, and I understood the ending. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely got influenced by that. Damn, it was this long since I watched Akagi. Okay. Akame ga Kill is a 4 out of...
How have you given that a 4? Have a word. have a word. I know, like, the way it just sort of, like, splits off and starts, like, doing what it did near the end was a bit like, what? But it's not a 4.
Do
not a
I
4.
still agree with
That
this?
is not a 4.
Maybe
No!
Young Gun was cooking. I think a 4 out of 10 was like me going like, nah, everyone likes this, so I'm going to say this is shit. I think
It's at least a 6.
Death definitely brings us up a score. I'm not even saying this is like when IGN gave Demon Slayer the new season a 3 out of 10. I'm like,
Because it wasn't that bad. Like, I know I complained, but, like, it wasn't a 3.
like, all right, a little bit harsh. I'm not going to argue. I'm not beating the IGN allegations, am I? Aldnoah Zero, 6 out of 10. Both seasons of Aldnoah Zero. The biggest thing that surprised me about this score is that both seasons are the same number, where I specifically remember the second season being far worse than the first season.
Right.
Like the first season, I thought
I have not watched
from my
Aldnoah
memory,
Zero.
didn't do as much badly as
But it's one of those
season
where-
2, so I'm surprised.
Aldnoah Zero does stick out though, because like back in the day there wasn't many anime DVDs out there, and that was something that was like purchasable. So it's like, you know, it's one of those standouts.
Is that I gave them both the same score. Actually, I think maybe 6 out of 10 is even a little giving for the second season of Aldnoah Zero. This score, I'm afraid of. Anohana, the flowers we saw that day, a 9 out of 10.
Skipped over Angel
Anohana
Beats.
was one of my favorites back in the
Ooh.
day. I'm so scared to
He's
rewatch
rated
it
Attack on
because
Titan
the more I criticize
and
other
season
anime
2.
for being like cheap cry porn. Oh, okay, bring on the like the sad music. Oh, these characters are crying. Like everything that I didn't enjoy about the first 8 episodes of Clan Ads. I think back on Anohana, and I'm like, this does everything that I normally criticize other like melodramatic sad shows
Okay.
do. But it's so good in my memories though. Bro, I still hear the ending of this song, and this song has literally conditioned me to cry whenever I hear this song. You are young. I don't want to grow up, man. I don't want to grow up. Is it
No.
a 9 out of 10? In my memories it is. I don't make me rewatch it, guys.
Oh.
Okay, so it seems like
Here we go. Where to go? So Attack on Titan 8. What's the OAD? What's that? Oh, so there's no. Okay, yeah. So then season 2 8. I agree. Bakano is a 10. Please address this. Bakano is a 10. If you've not seen Bakano, I'm sure I've watched Bakano like 2 or 3 times back in the day when it was on Netflix, I do believe. That's one of the few DVDs. If I saw a box set going, I would purchase that.
I had just watched Attack on Titan, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. Season 1 and Season 2. I think this is low. I think
It's
now,
at least a
with
9.
what I know about the entire story of Attack on Titan and how it's evolved, I actually think I would rate it like a 9. I think the
Yeah.
issue I had with Attack on Titan, and I've said this in my videos, was that Season 1, watching it out of context and watching it with like that 4-year break, not knowing what the wider story was going to be, I was like, okay, this scene...
Yeah, it's like, where's it going? What is this? It's like, all right, we established, like, you know, the key, the seller, but then it's like, yeah, you wait in and
Seems
yeah.
like your usual shonen ass show with a angry protagonist who hates X thing, and then he turns into X thing because he has a special power and only he has that special power. So I came into it with the mindset that this is like, this seems very similar to a lot of other shonens that we've seen, except it is a lot more violent and a lot more people die. Now, knowing what this season means to the whole wider story of Attack on Titan, and the amount of callbacks we've seen, and the amount of foreshadowing that is contained in this series that we just had no fucking idea about.
phenomenal,
It's only
isn't it?
made me appreciate Attack on Titan even
more,
more so
yep.
the more I grow up. And especially with Season 2 as well. Season 2, I think I rated it an 8 out of 10, being like, it's a bit of a slower season. I don't know. If it doesn't pay off, then it doesn't pay off. But knowing that there is a payoff, and knowing how much foreshadowing there is in Attack on Titan, I'm like, Attack on Titan Season 1 and Season 2 is like a 9 or 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
and people who
definitely.
say Attack on Titan is overrated, I think
No.
it is perfectly
Not at
rated.
all.
I don't think the ending did enough to ruin everything that Attack on Titan had led up to. Bakano, base taste, 10
Yeah,
out of 10.
10 out of
Still
10.
agree with this.
Yeah.
I've rewatched Bakano probably 4 or 5 times now.
Damn,
Still hits
more than me.
every single time. Baka Test an 8 out of 10? Bro, I barely... Bakemonogatari a 7 out of 10?
No Game No Life's only got a 7 there as well. What's
Didn't
that
go to high
about?
school.
What is that
Remember the
about?
anime that changed my brain chemistry that I was talking about? All right, let's address this. Okay, what's my defense for this? When we talk about the iconic moments in Monogatari, what's some of the first scenes that come to mind, guys? You know, we can talk about some things in Bakemonogatari, but at the end of the day, when I say Monogatari, you think peace, you think toothbrush. You know, there has not been a more single item that has traumatized an entire generation of anime fans, guys. Let's be honest, you know. Can you confirm something for me? Because I want to confirm something about how my brain was working. To every Monogatari fan, did Nisei Monogatari have a huge increase in fan service from Bakemonogatari? All right, I understand my scoring system now. Nisei Monogatari was that show that made me accept the degenerates within myself.
Well.
If you look at I did a review, an old anime review on Ikitosen, and I'm like, this show is a pile of dog shit. It is just horny baits, blah, yada, yada, yada. I think it was Nisei Monogatari that really opened my third eye to be like, you know what? Maybe culture isn't so bad. It is surprising to me that I rated Bakemonogatari a 7 out of 10, considering that Senjigahara was my top girl for a very, very, very long fucking time. When I first watched Bakemonogatari, I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it until I watched the Senjigahara episode. It was only the very, very last Senjigahara arc that actually left an impression on me. In the overall character arc of Gant as a person, yeah, Nisei Monogatari as a whole left a much bigger impression on me for totally different reasons. Maybe Nisei Monogatari is better. Aside from Senjigahara's arc, I don't remember much about Bakemonogatari. Maybe Nisei Monogatari was better. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch
Struggle
it.
on this one.
Please, Gant. Please save this opinion. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, thank God. Safe, guys. I'm safe. Should be a 10 out of 10, but we'll take it. We take those, man. We take those. Beckman Gonian Chop scored a 7, bro. You can tell. I was a Beck fiend, man.
I never got around to watching that either. That was something that was always on my radar.
Still a massive fan of it. Berserk Golden Age Trilogy, 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'll take that. Berserk Original, 8 out of 10? Wow.
See, I've still not seen them.
What kind of standards did I have?
Birdie the
to
Mighty,
rate
I
the
remember
original
that. Oh my
Berserk
God.
As good as the Berserk Age
That's
trilogy.
7, I agree with that.
What the hell was I thinking? I think the original Berserk was the best that Berserk has been. And all it did was just, it had like animation, but it adapted the story pretty well. And that's all it needed. I gave Batum an 8. You know what? I'm gonna call myself base for that. Batum was so much fun. You know what? It might not be an 8 out of 10. It was fun. It had fan service in it. Maybe it wasn't that bad. It was edgy fun. It was a perfect 8 out of 10 show for Teenage Gant. And I'm not surprised I gave it an 8. Next up, Charlotte. 5 out of 10. Guys, what do you think? Too harsh? Because this was one of the series that I think is very, very much lower than the actual... Holy shit. It's 7.75. Holy shit. Number 64 in popularity of all time. Whoa. I did not know that Charlotte was that popular. From what I remember about Charlotte, the first few episodes was like really, really good. And then the second half started dropping off a little bit. It was that final episode that really just put the nail in the coffin for me. Because if I remember correctly, they did like a whole season worth of content within one episode. And I also remember the final ending was also a bit dumb as well. Do I have a video on Charlotte on the final episode? And the final power in the world is the power of courage. Yeah, guys, the power of... Oh, I remember that. I forgot that was the big thing. Oh, he gets amnesia. That's it. And then he gets amnesia afterwards. All right, yeah. The ending of Charlotte was Pretty damn bad. Code Geass. I mean, I still really like Code Geass. 10 out of 10 for season 1, though. Woo! I'll allow it. Cromartie High School. Oh, okay.
Don't know this
I
one.
completely forgot that this was like one of my first favorite comedy anime. Cowboy Bebop. I rated a 10 when I watched it.
Yeah.
Do I still think Cowboy Bebop
Yeah.
is a 10? In this day and age,
It still
think
stands out.
Cowboy Bebop is
I can't believe we skipped
a
over
really
Code Geass.
fucking special series. It's gotten enough time now that I think that
But he gave
people
that a
have
10,
gotten-
which is fair.
You know, people don't
The
like
second half,
episodic
yeah,
shows
yeah.
as much as they used to. But I still think Cowboy Bebop deserves the title of a classic. It
Definitely.
wasn't a classic when I first watched it, but enough time has
Has
gone
passed,
on
yeah.
that I still think that it holds up in this day and age. Danganronpa, I watched that. I was about to
Hey,
freak
I
out for a
enjoyed that.
second. Because I was like, I rated Death Billiards a 7, forgetting that Death Billiards isn't the same as Death Parade, which is the entire full show.
Gave
Dragon
that a
Ball,
9.
the
He gave Death Parade a 9. I still don't understand it. I do not enjoy Death Parade, man. That's a 5 for me, Death Parade. It's not the worst thing, but it's... Ooh. Digimon the movie. 8. Yes. Dragon... Wow.
original Dragon Ball,
The
a 6. And
Dragon Ball Z 6 is what's going on.
Dragon Ball Z, a 6. Bro, what was that on? Edgy Gaunt really.
What are you
really hated
doing?
Shonen, huh? He really wanted to say that he was better. Latin America cooking you right now. Dragon Ball might not be the best shonen of all time, but I
not a
think its
6.
legacy deserves a little bit more than a 6. I am also surprised I put Drifters as a 6 as well, considering Drifters was just a lot of fun, and I think I was just allergic to fun. I think I had this rating system beforehand. All of the scores was like scientifically met. I would rate based on like animation, story, characters, and then take like the average of all of those, and then I think I reached a point in like judging anime where I realized enjoyment just trumps everything. You could have an anime that has technically got lower scores and like characters or writing, but then sometimes you just have a show that just has that X factor. There's something about that show that just makes you enjoy it more than other shows that you would rate with a higher rating for like characters and shit like that. And I think I came to realize that enjoyment is just way more important than everything else. Like, how much fun do you have with that show? How original is that show?
I
Or
want him to
how
address
original is the
Durarara.
concept
And
of that
Eden of
show?
the East is one of my
How much
all-time
do you
faves.
relate?
Eden of the East is one of the few animes I've got like the whole box set with all the OVAs and everything on. Eden of the East was just it's brilliant.
To what is going on in that show. Even if the execution isn't top tier, sometimes there are more factors you need to consider. Eden of the East.
Yes.
Oh, this show had such an amazing concept.
It was
I'm
great.
just remembering how much the films were just air. But like this series,
Not
I think,
really.
had so much.
No.
Like, had so
I love Eden as a whole like entity. I think the whole thing's fantastic.
so much more potential, and I still think the first season was pretty damn good, because this is one of those shows that can sell you on concept alone.
Yeah.
I still think it's worth watching just for the exploration of the idea. First season was really fucking good, and I think it's actually still worth watching today, because I think it's a really interesting concept for an anime. And then the movies don't tie things up as well as I would have liked. Sounds
all right,
like an
they're good.
IRL Twitch stream. Not this is just a new Mr. Beast anime. Next, let's just ignore the obvious thing here, guys. All right, this is a meme. I swear to God, guys, it's a meme. Erase. 6 out of 10. Damn.
6?
What's the actual score? of Erase?
What? I was gonna say it's at least an 8.
The thing
I love
about
Erased.
it is I still agree with this. 28th in popularity. I think normally for most anime, I would say the ending doesn't ruin everything the anime did. The problem is with Erased, with it being a mystery anime, with a mystery anime, that entire genre of building up the mystery, the payoff needs to be worth the build up. Otherwise, that really does detract from the journey it takes to get there. So even though this is a very low score, and there was a point that I did enjoy Erased a lot, I put the value of the ending of Erased to be way
I
higher
liked it.
than I would normally in other shows. Joey rated it a 4, holy which is why Erased is a 6, and I stand by that. Oh, for Lead being a 6, that is too fucking high, man. I'm surprised I gave it a 6. Yo,
Wow.
thinking back when Elfen Lied, this shit is a 4, man. All I'm saying is Eromanga Sensei, clearly just a masterpiece. Eromanga sweeps everything, man. It sweeps all. Eromanga sweeps all. Ava, 8 and 10. All right, checks out.
Yeah. What we got? Fate. What? What's going on there?
I can explain, guys.
Show the scores. Show the scores.
Stay.
So, right, I can kind of agree with the original one. Okay. Unlimited let's go. Yeah. Okay.
Night. 6 out of 10. Guys, this was the original.
I could say the original, yeah.
Dean
I
Stay
kind of go
Night.
with that,
This
yeah.
was the original Fate Stay Night for Studio Dean, guys. I would say that 6
I
out
agree
of
with that.
10, especially in this
fair.
day and age, is a fair rating.
Yeah, I get that.
That's a fair rating. Unlimited Blade Works, 6 out of 10. That is the Unlimited Blade Works movie by
Oh, okay.
Studio Dean. I still agree with that. I
Right.
don't actually remember anything about that one. Guys, I'm a Fate fan, guys. I'm a Fate fan.
Zero
Look at
is
that. There doesn't need to
incredible.
be anything else aside from that, guys. Look at that. 10 out of 10. Real Fate fan, guys. Real Fate fan. I am surprised I rated this at 8. What the f, Garnt? This is peak. This is my favorite sports anime of all
Sure.
time. It
Ah.
is not just an
Can't-
8.
I really hope we see what the Spirits Within is, because that is an awful film. But do you know what, Advent Children? I really enjoy Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. I think it's boss.
Need to go higher. What the f was I thinking? Fulikuli 8.
No. Ah!
That's a little bit low, right? That's a little bit low. I think I would rate it a 9 now. Gantz,
Damn it, he's gone past it.
being a 6 might seem low, but this is Studio Gonzo animation we're talking about. And Gantz is definitely a nostalgic pick that I definitely would say read the manga for it, because the manga for it was great. The anime did get me into the manga, but looking back on it, it definitely has not aged well at all. No! I really enjoyed this. No, Gant! Anime Zone, you were the chosen one.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Gate. People still talk about Gate now. I'm sure Annie News did a whole thing on like Isekai ones to recommend and all that and the other. Or no, biggest flexes in Isekai, was it? Or something like that? Or it was the reverse. Anyway, yeah, Gate's highly recommended. So yeah, this is interesting. You want to try someone?
Like, the biggest thing I enjoy about Gate is the whole clash.
Hey,
of
just a
taking-
quick one as well. I've started getting back into Star Wars, like really good. Like I watched episode 9 and it was the worst movie, like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And I was like, I am not going to enjoy this. So I watched Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was fantastic. Went back and finished the last 2 seasons of Clone Wars because I didn't realize there were 2 more seasons of Clone Wars. Then I'm into Rebels. I'm on season 3 of Rebels already within like a week. And yeah, it's great. The series is definitely the way forward with Star Wars stuff. But anyway,
modern technology or modern military and just going into another world. Gate is basically playing Civ 6. You are just so much more ahead against your other countries in tech, and then you just roll over with tanks, man. I can't believe I was an Isekai hater back then. All right, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. All right, that's a 10. Golden
Yeah,
Time is
brilliant.
an 8, even though it's my favorite romance anime of all time. It's an 8 because of Ghost Banri, Grave of the Fireflies. 8. Classic, one of the most critically acclaimed classic
Gurren
Ghibli
Lagann a
shows.
9.
I've
Oh.
always said that I'm not a fan of Ghibli, but considering that I can still give a film an 8, even though sometimes your films just don't resonate with me as much. Let me check if I am actually a Ghibli hater, or if Edgy Giguk was just like, oh, I need to have good taste, so I need to look like I like Ghibli. Okay. Well, I Princess Mononoke, I really.
Pokemon the
love
first
Princess
movie,
Mononoke.
you
Young God, he
gave a
loves Ghibli.
4. How can you give Pokemon the first movie a 4? That film's great. I can still watch that now.
Guys, he loves Ghibli. He's got such good taste that he gave Steins Gate an 8. Space Dandy a 6. What the?
That is atrocious. That is atrocious. Again, that's one of the few animes that I've got the whole box set for as well. Space Dandy's so good. What are you playing at?
Man,
No,
What was I
no,
thinking?
that's
No
terrible.
fucking way I gave
Space Dandy's at
Dandy
least an
6.
8.
That has offended me more than anything more on this list. Space Dandy, oh my god.
No.
That only ages better with time, man. Was I going through a phase where I'm like, this ain't Cowboy Bebop? How dare this attempt to be
Space
Cowboy
Dandy's
Bebop?
so good.
Space Dandy flew under the radar for a long time, and I think I've only just come to appreciate what Space Dandy has done and tried to do more. Clearly, Young Gant didn't agree with me and gave it a 6.
Terrible.
Summer Wars a 10. Yeah, I stand by that. Slam Dunk a 7. I am surprised that I rated it that high. I remember thinking that the matches in Slam Dunk were way too long, and I don't think it's aged too well in the modern day in terms of like anime time. Steins Gate movie a 6. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I remember this film being like, I'm feeling like this film was like pointless. Steins Gate an 8 though? Did I rate the first half of Steins Gate to be like, you know what? Because of the first half, too slow.
Sword Art
8 out of 10.
Online.
All right, let's
Sword
see
Art
what else we
Online.
have. Great teacher
Very good.
Onizuka, good thing. Best teacher, 9 out of 10. All right, we take those. Gurren Lagann, 9 out of 10. We take those. Guilty Crown, 5 out of 10. Add a few scores to this, man. Guilty Crown. You know what? You guys might think it's fair. Nah, Guilty Crown was fun. Guilty Crown is literally my guilty pleasure. Yes, my critic brain rated it a 5, but you know what? I still had fun with it. It was dumb as shit, especially the second half. Wow.
Haikyuu.
Wow. I'd probably bump these up a score. I'm still more offended that
I've still never watched Haikyuu, man. But like, I need Slam Dunk. I need to watch those. I need to get more into sport anime.
Hajime no Ippo got an 8. Man, I really hated shonen, didn't I? Looking at these scores, if there's like a shonen, either sport or action, I just fucking went hard on it. I was just like, what the hell? High School of the Dead 6? Nah. We start High School of the Dead now. It is.
It's at least
I
a
don't
7.
care if
It's at
it's
least a
just
7.
fan service. This shaped me as a kid, man. Should be higher. His and Her Circumstances? Okay. At least I still liked Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter passed the shonen test. Iki Tosen, Battle Vixen, 2
What is
out
that?
of 10.
What even is
it
that? I
Rope
don't
Up
know.
Girls in the Dungeon? 5 out of 10.
5?
JoJo,
5? Why are you giving it a 5? I'm still watching that now. I love this show.
8 out of 10. All right, Danmachi is probably the most accurate one out of this. Okay, this was the original JoJo OVA.
Which I still haven't seen.
That was a very, very rushed JoJo arc because they had to adapt all of part 3 in like 6 episodes. JoJo Bizarre Adventure 2012, 7 out of 10. Maybe a bit low, but I wouldn't say. I think this was like part 1. K-On! 6 out of 10. You motherfuckers. You know what? In the modern day and age, 1 out of 10. That's right, Joey.
Whoa.
Look at this beta bocce the
Whoa.
rock, man. Look at this beta bocce
Whoa.
the rock. Does K-On! Need to exist anymore? Oh, Kato the right answer. I'm sad that this is a 7 out of 10 because I think overall this had still some super, super interesting ideas that had the potential to make it way above 7 out of 10. Unfortunately, the ending ruined it, but holy shit.
No seeing it.
This had such interesting things. Kaiji Ultimate Survivor, only an 8? Wow. I am curious now. What did I rate highly? Some of these scores are like whack, man. 10 out of 10s. We have Cowboy Bebop,
Okay.
Monster,
Right.
Beck. The original Hunter x Hunter. I'm not like other shonen fans. Actually, I only like peak shonens. But this was the Yorkshire arc. Actually great. Perfect Blue. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, Perfect Blue
Black
is,
Lagoon. 10 out of 10. And Second Barrage. I'll allow it. All right. Guys, I know Fate fans. You know what, guys? You know what? I know that, I know you think you exposed me for being a fake Fate fan. You know, maybe I wasn't a fake Fate fan, guys. You know, guys, maybe I'm just a Type Moon fan. Least pretentious Type Moon fan. Garden of Sinners is fucking incredible.
Never
Is
heard
it
of
very
it.
artsy? Yes, but this series helped me through a very, very tough time in my life. And some of the messages within Garden of Sinners literally just like changed my brain chemistry, I think. I've changed a lot of ratings on this site. Our taste changed. Yeah, I know. I know. That's why this is a time capsule for me. To me, Garden of Sinners is more important of a series to me than Fate is. It has affected me more than Fate. And I think some of the messages in this, I think Fate has a more interesting concept, you know, a more fun concept with the whole servants and battle royales and stuff like that. But some of the messages in Garden of Sinners have like hit me in a way that few anime ever could. All right, let's see what else. What else do we have?
Kill a Kill. That's no way a
That's
7.
harsh. I think Young
at
Gon was
least an 8.
just
It's
really
at
harsh on
least an
fun
8.
things. I think Young Gon just hated fun. Konosuba,
Don't
okay,
lose
okay.
your
Yeah,
way.
this is about right for me. I really like Konosuba, but I did think the first season was stronger than the second season. Look at this shit, love Hina 8. Yes, you know what? 10 out of 10. F you guys. This shit shaped me as a child, man. This shit got Young Gon through so much shit, man. You guys don't understand, man. This is when I discovered my love of tsunderes, all right? What did it teach you? Study hard, and you will get bitches. Guys,
Alright.
guys, let me defend this, guys.
Whoa,
Guys, let
whoa,
me
whoa. I
defend
didn't even
this
see what
'cause
the
I
score
remember
was
why
for
I
Mob
gave it an
Psycho.
8.
Oh,
I
okay.
do think Mob Psycho 100, possibly the greatest modern
10,
anime to come
it's
out
a
in the
10,
last
it's
decade.
10.
When we just got season 1, we had the incredible animation from Studio Bones, but we did not see the stellar character writing that
Alright, fair.
Mob showed off in later seasons, guys. Season 2 upped the ante in terms of the action
Season
animation
3 was
and
just like,
also
whoa,
upped the ante in
character
terms of the writing. Season
development.
1 was just the little brother of One Punch Man, because everyone was like, oh, Mob Psycho, that's kind of like One Punch Man, except it didn't have action scenes as cool as One Punch Man and didn't hit as hard as One Punch Man. But season 1 laid the framework for season 2 and season 3. And at this point, I had not seen season 2 or season 3. So I didn't know how fantastic the writing was going to get. So you know what? I think this is a fair rating. Gundam
Okay,
Seed
fair,
6, Gundam Wing 8. All right.
Gundam Wing should be a
checks out
10.
My Hero Academia 8.
Yeah,
Guys, I'm a My Hero Academia fan. Season 1, still one of my favorite My Hero Academia.
What was he giving Naruto? I can't even quite see. Oh, we got a movie as well. The Last. Oh.
Seasons, and I gave it an 8. My
So
David
wait.
Totoro, an 8.
So he rated the original Naruto series, not Shippuden, but then rated the final movie for Shippuden, which finishes it all off.
Wow. Now I know for a fact that I was just trying to pass off as someone who has taste. Because I thought My Neighbor Totoro was fucking boring, man.
Oh, whoa.
Holy Naruto a 6?
That's the original one as well,
you
which
know-
is so much better than
So
Shippuden.
guys, I'm actually Shonen's biggest hater.
6.
Actually, guys, you do
6.
not understand, guys. You don't understand.
movie's got a
Time has
5.
aged well for Naruto, but tell that to young Gaunt, who endured like 2 years of filler.
Well, yeah, there's
Wow.
that as well, I suppose.
Wow. I still gave Ava an 8 out of 10. Okay, considering how much I clowned on it, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's only one of my most important anime out right now. Probably my favorite anime of all time. 8 out of 10. Nisekoi, 6 and 5 out of 10. Yeah, okay. No Game, No Life,
Noragami.
7 out of 10. It was fun. Noragami, a 7 only? Yes. I stand by Noragami. No Game, No
Damn.
Life was fun. Really needed a season 2, though. I
Really
feel like the
did.
first season was fun enough, but I don't think that it has done enough to leave a major impression on me,
Yeah.
even as an Isekai fan. I'm a stick with my guns here. Yeah, No Game No Life, 7 out of 10. Orimo though, 8 out of 10. 8
Don't
out
even know
of
where
10.
it is. Don't even know where it
I
is.
enjoyed Orimo when it came out, and it is not for the reason you think it is. This also changed my brain chemistry. Not for the reasons you think, in the same way that Nisei Monogatari got me to appreciate culture.
Outlast.
Orimo
Overlord.
got me to
Overlord.
appreciate.
Oh yeah, in all fairness, yeah, first season was... I remember watching the first season when I was still living with my mum and dad's, so... Yeah, okay.
Weebier things. Before that, I was so uptight about, that looks like some weeby shit. I'm so much above that. And then I thought this was such a fun exploration of the otaku of the otaku culture. Then I'm like, you know what? Maybe this weeby shit can be fun. And then the ending happened. And then I was like, this is weird. But for some reason, I don't hate it for it. Parasite is 6. Ping Pong an 8?
I'd say Parasite's a 6.
No, Gaunt. No, it was so much better.
Yeah, like Parasite, there's so many people out there that love it, and I remember watching it and just being like, it's okay. Good concept, great concept. Some interesting moments, like, but I just, no, a bit of a slog.
That, no. Oh, no. Ping Pong's a 10. I'm more offended that I gave Ping Pong a 8. I'm more offended by this. Parasite being a 6, I'm like, maybe this might be low, but I'm not fighting myself over it. Ping Pong an 8 though? No. No, this should be way, way higher. Way, way higher. All right, goated though. Goated. More people need to watch Planetes. I actually really, really... Who here has never heard of Planetes? Because I think this is
God,
one
he
of
watched a
the
few
most
Pokemon
underrated
movies,
and
didn't he?
overlooked anime of all time. I watched this before I had heard of Vinland Saga, or before Vinland Saga really even took off. It's from the mangaka of Vinland Saga.
Oh,
And
cool.
I think it's fucking fantastic in its own way. And it's so hard to sell because it's about garbage men in space. Original Pokemon, 6 out of 10. Pokemon 3 is Mewtwo Returns, the original Pokemon movie.
No.
Wait, did I
You
give
got
the first Pokemon movie a 4
Yeah,
out
you
of 10?
did. What is
Wait,
that
is
about?
this the first Pokemon movie?
Yeah.
Did I give it a 4 out
Yeah,
of 10?
you did.
You were in the phase, I guess. Yo, I definitely was in
Not
the
a
phase.
4.
I'm like,
It's
before we
not
start
a
clowning on
4.
it- Before we start clowning on it. All right, based. Actually,
Digimon!
based, I don't care
Great
what
movie.
I put as Pokemon for Pokemon, the first movie. I know where my priorities lie. Stand by that shit. Young Gun, he was cooking. He was cooking, man. Pooper, a 4. Yes. Madoka Magic, no fucking way I gave Psycho Pass a 7. I do not know what possessed me to give this a 7 out of 10. There is no defending this. Psycho Pass is one of my favorite anime now, having rewatched it and having appreciated it even more. Like Monogatari, maybe it was too much for my little child brain to understand. At least I could appreciate Madoka Magica. At least I could appreciate Madoka Magica. Oh my god!
ReZero. What did he give it? I missed that. What did he
I
give
think I've
it?
come to realize that I've grown up to become everything that I've hated. This doesn't surprise
What is that?
me at all. I know exactly what this was. ReZero, so fucking overrated. So I'm gonna give it a 6.
A 6! No! No way!
Shout out to Razafon though. This is
Oh,
a pretentious
Razafon was
show,
great.
But
Razafon
do you
was
want to
great.
know what? Do you know when I gave this a 9?
I
It's
enjoyed that.
Basically Evangelion that went in a little bit of a different direction, but it is still
Oh my
almost as
God.
fucking pretentious as Evangelion,
ReZero
as
is
Evangelion
6.
was. Why did I give it a 9? Because I gave Ava an 8. Because I gave Ava an 8. So I was like, oh, you think Ava's good? Nah, guys, you don't understand. I have the better Evangelion. Actually, you might not know this anime called.
That was the one with
Rust-
like the people with blue blood and stuff, and like why's he got it? And where's he come from? And da 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 da. Yeah, and then,
Bro, Rumbling Hearts. Rumbling Hearts is that show. I gave it a 7, but this is a forgotten
Samurai
show that no
Champloo.
one remembers.
It's an 8.
But
Good.
this laid the
That's right.
groundwork for me to enjoy Domestic Girlfriend. Because this show had the spice, man. It was dumb melodrama all the way, but this had the spice. I know I only rated it a 7, but if you just want to get drunk and watch some dumb people do some dumb shit and scream at the screen, this is it. School Days are 4 though. Speaking of melodrama, okay. Maybe a bit too high. You know what? I don't even know what to rate School Days anymore. Can I rate it based on my
Soul Eater
anger?
7.
This
I'll
is a
give you
secret.
that. Yeah, so.
Me and you guys. I watched School Days when I was in my pretentious phase. When I was like writing, characters, everything. 10 out of 10. I think I really enjoy School Days if I rewatched it. The more I think about School Days, the more I think this is like the dumb shit that I would eat up, like watching Rumbling Hearts, but I'm never going to admit it. Shakugan no Shana,
Surf
7,
the End,
6,
5.
You did Shana dirty? Nah, I don't remember
Both. Oh my god, that's madness. Surf the End was
much about the
fantastic.
show. I think nowadays Tsunderes have evolved way past
That's
back
crazy.
then. I don't think I would change that score.
Sort of 4. That's good.
At least I'm consistent. Guys, you heard it here first. Sword Art Online has the same rating as ReZero. Like, I do enjoy Sword Art Online, especially the Alicization arc, but
Alicization
Sword Art
is
Online, the
fantastic.
original one, I think I rated a 6.5.
I think
that's just-
Alicization the best. Like, first half of season 1, when they're in the original video game, is like the best Sword Art Online, and then Alicization is like they're the best bits of Sword Art Online.
Fair rating. Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
What did I rate Haruhi? This doesn't even look like it's everything that I watched as a kid, which is interesting. Damn. Family of Zeros, 6 out of 10. Isekai and Shonen, I was just like, get the shit out of here. Oh, it is on here. It is on here. 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Checks out for that one. Tokyo Ghoul, 6 and 5 out of 10.
God.
All right, I've become a manga reader. Yeah, Trigun, 9 out of 10. All right, still agree with that. Is
wonder
there
if he's watched
anything
X.
else on here?
Your name? What we got?
Why
Wait.
you lying, Gant? I know what you really thought of it, Gant. Don't
It's a 10.
lie to
That's a
me,
10.
Gant. Young Gant, I know
I love
that
your
you
lie,
thought
I
the
know.
cancer thing came out of nowhere, Gant. I know
No.
you preferred the second half. Why are you lying to me, Gant? Let's break this down. What kind of taste did the Anime Zone have? If I look at my 10 out of 10s, ignore that. Ignoring that. Younger Gant's supreme taste of all time. He doesn't like the mainstream shit. Ew, are you a shonen or an isekai? That means if you're a shonen or isekai, that means it's obviously an overrated, popular, bad show. I liked the good stuff, like Studio Ghibli and the better Evangelion called Rasafon, and all the Satoshi Kon films, which I do still like, by the way. And that is pretty much what we have learnt from going through Young Gant's anime list. And Young Gant, if I could send a D-mail to you right now, if I can full on fucking Steins Gate, I would be like, bro, stop being such a tryhard. And that was it for my old anime list that I'm not going to update. That was it from me for today for this anime stream, guys. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you all next time.
Oh my god, that was so much fun to check out. It's funny when he sees, I was like, ReZero 6, what are you doing? I don't know whether there's any point in like doing a my anime list and then I don't know, at some point go through like what I've done. I'd have to go through and make, you know, might be fun actually. Might be a good thing to do, you know, why not? Yeah, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, I want to be able to watch Patreon-only reactions, such as the original Dragon Ball series, links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is the last help support channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What you guys going to click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. I'll see you guys next time.